Hello everyone, welcome to MinseyCrafts. I'm Minna and I'm your host on this channel. So I think I've been due a update for a while now, and I actually this is a little bit late because I got a cold last week. I was planning to do some filming last week, but then I promptly, after having gone to the Northeast Wool Show last weekend, or well, it's like over a week ago now, I came down with a cold, and you can still hear that my voice is a little bit down. And I'm still coughing as well. So I was not really up for making an episode. And today's episode is actually episode 10. So I'm sure that there's like plenty of YouTubers who think like that's nothing, but for me it's a huge milestone. And when I started doing this, I've been doing this mostly for like because I enjoy doing this, and it gives me something. But I do know now that there's people who actually watch me and enjoy this as well, so that gives me encouragement. So I would like to thank everyone, all my subscribers and everyone who watches this, that you are who make this happen, and thank you so much for giving me this encouragement. And so if you're new to my channel and like what you're seeing, like and subscribe. It's right down below the buttons, and very easy to do, and tells me that you are liking this. And you can also follow me on Instagram under MinseyCrafts, where I post daily, pretty much daily, about my knitting updates and or crafting updates to be more precise. And also I post daily dogs updates, and I will link all the information in the description box below. And I also put out my normal disclaimer that I'm not sponsored by any of the brands that I'm talking about in here. And let's get to business. So first I'll tell you really quickly about I went to this Northeast Wool Show, which was at Newcastle Racecourse, and I went to it on Sunday. It was on both Saturday and Sunday, and it was just fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I kind of stayed roughly within my budget. I didn't go overboard too much, but there were so many lovely, amazing yarns. And in the pamphlet that they gave, they said that they had 65 exhibitors there, and but they maybe had a little bit more because they had some people upstairs as well. I will show you my yarn haul from there. So I noticed that I really have somehow been drawn into gray colors. So I'll just quickly show lots of different shades of gray. And so first of all, I got this Aran weight or worsted weight yarn from Nervus Fibre. They're based in Glasgow, Scotland, and so this is 90% merino, 10% linen. It's worsted weight and 180 meters, and I kind of have an idea what to make with this, but I am not quite sure yet. Then the other gray one I showed was something my husband tagged along, and he picked this one up. So this one is by Natural Born Dyers, called Winter Skies. This is a 150 gram skein. It's 55% wool and 45% silk, and I have kind of an idea with this as well, but more on that than once it actually starts materializing. Then I went a little bit, these are very luxurious what I got, because I wanted to try. So I got 2 skeins of DK weight silky yak. So this is 100 gram skeins, and 60% merino and 20% silk and 20% yak. So these are beautiful colors, and I have some ideas for this, but more about those once again later. And this kind of a 50 gram skein I got a little bit as a experimental, just to try it out, because this is 50% yak and 50% silk. I've never knitted anything with yak before, so I kind of want to try how, like, it does feel amazing, like just so soft and luxurious, and that's why I called this like my luxury, real luxury shoppings. Although all of this is quite, I feel like, is really premium yarns. And then lastly but not least, I purchased some yarn from Cottage yarns. So this is their DK weight Milburn yarn, which is 85% blue-faced Leicester wool and 15% silk, and also feels very lovely, these ones. I am thinking about, I have a cowl pattern that I'm thinking about making out of these. And here, this fluffy wonder is their Eden Cottage yarns Lowther lace, and this colorway is ink. This is 74% baby Surrey alpaca and 26% mulberry silk. So this is lace weight, and 50 gram skein and 300 meters in this, and this is just beautiful and so soft and so scrumptious, luxurious. And with this one, I'm thinking of making 2 balls from this, and then knitting with 2 strands the Petite Knits Sophie scarf. I've had my eyes on that pattern for a while now, and I purchased it recently, and well, actually I purchased it before the Northeast Wool Show, with the thought that I will certainly find yarn from there to make that pattern, and I certainly did. And I've actually purchased yarn from Eden Cottage yarns before as well. They have their web shop, and I really like their yarns and their colors, and so they're hand dyed. The skein yarns are hand dyed, I believe, and these ones I think are more like industrially dyed they get, but these are lovely regardless. And I was thinking then, once I start knitting with all these different yarns in years to come, perhaps I will do a better introduction, or maybe I'll do introductions to each of these makers in the next episodes coming up. Otherwise, this one's going to be way too long, and I have some project updates as well. This first one is actually already finished object, and this is the Purl Soho Dumpling bag. You may have seen online about this bag and or read about it, and this is a free pattern, and so it's knitted in a round, and oh my gosh, this was such an addictive knit somehow. So I started it, and I really did not want to let go of this knitting, although I did have to get some sleep. And actually how I came about this, so I had seen this on some podcasts, people had mentioned this, and then I came across this on Ravelry as well. And then what really prompted me that I wanted to make this is I had this Cascade yarns Ultra Pima fine 100% cotton yarn, which wasn't quite the weight that was recommended in the pattern, but then I figured that, well, in the bag that doesn't like really matter maybe so much. And what I ended up also doing is I had 200 grams in total of this yarn, which wasn't like really enough to make a lot with it, and I feel like cotton doesn't go as far as wool yarn, but I stand to be corrected, so please comment on that below. And so I decided that I will hold yarn double and knit this, and it turned out beautiful, I think. So it was really fun to knit, because first of all, I had to relearn provisional cast on. I've done provisional cast on I think once or twice before, and so understandably then every time I have to really look it up. and then it was knitted in the round up until where the straps start, and then the straps were knitted as one long piece, and then grafted on the one side with a Kitchener stitch. And that Kitchener stitch I also had to watch some videos and relearn that, because I've done that before, and excuse me, and I just don't, when you don't use something regularly, some technique, it doesn't like stick, at least not with me. So I used Kitchener stitch to graft on the handles, and then I decided to go with the 3 needle bind off or cast off for the bottom, because I thought that somehow that it would make it a little bit more sturdy. Now if I was to make this one again, which I might do at some point, I think I would try the Kitchener grafting at the bottom as well, and just because like while it is more sturdy with the 3 needle bind off, I also think that it makes it a little bit more bulky at the bottom. But when I was making this in the first instance, I thought that was the plan. So how this is used as a dumpling, or what? So I think that it's because it kind of looks like a dumpling, doesn't it? And so it's really nice. You can carry it like this, and very secure. And what I've been using this is actually a project bag for my sock knitting or some smaller knittings, and this carries really nicely with me around when I'm out and about, and also here at home. So I absolutely love this. It's a really nice pattern. It's very easy to read and understand, so it gives a little bit of a challenge despite being kind of a simple pattern as well. And so here, what's going on with the edges of the straps. So this is I don't think this is exactly an I-cord edging, but it does like kind of like make it into this kind of a rounded so it's really pretty. I like it quite a lot, but my only thing is about it is that it like rolls inwards like this. I've tried to press it, and it doesn't seem like anything helps really, but I will live with that. I still love this bag. It doesn't matter. So it's absolutely beautiful, I think, and I really love this color as well. It's I don't know if this if the camera does much justice for it, but it's very vibrant teal or turquoise color. If I'll try to here in the daylight, if you see, it's just beautiful, I think. So yes, if you have made the Purl Soho Dumpling bag, tell me in the comments below that how did you find this pattern, and did your strap edges curl inside the inwards like that as well, or what did you do to prevent that from happening? I may have to cut this a little bit short, my project updates, because my throat gets a little bit irritated after having talked for a little while, and I think I'm hitting that point here soon. So in the first update, I have knitted Christmas present socks for a friend of ours here in UK. I made these with using West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply yarn, and this colorway is Goldfinch. And I love this color. I really love how bright it is, and it's just beautiful, I think. And then these were also blocked, and so they're essentially ready to go into a Christmas wrap. Although I probably won't pack them quite yet, because then I forget what's in there. And then I finally have blocked this, the King Cole chunky sweater, and I don't have the pattern name number handily available right now, but this is how it looks, and let me put this on. So this is how it looks on me, and It sits just right, I think. It's a little bit snug, but that's okay. I wanted it to be snug. The sleeves are a good length. So I think this is very perfect, and I am looking forward to having this ready for the autumn, which is starting quite soon. And so I'm very happy and pleased with this. If you hear some sighing behind me, it's the little dog who is trying to sleep here, and I wonder what she's been eating. She has something yellow on her snout. I will take a picture for you and post it here. And I think I'm gonna have to make another episode sooner than later to introduce you to my other whips I have going. I have 2 shawls, one knitted, one crochet, and then I'm making Point Edward Smiths, but I'll show those to you later in my next episode, so stay tuned for more exciting updates. And thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. Oh, it's actually dirt. She's been putting her snout into some kind of dirt.